Let's start it, man.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back to the JV Experience, episode number 11.
11 now. Yeah.
11, yeah. And we are starting it with a guest, special guest, oh man, Mr. Kurt.
What's
How
up,
are you
family?
doing,
I'm good.
Yeah?
So, I'm excited to be here. I'm honored
Yeah.
and privileged, you know. This might be a small beginning, but I believe something big can happen out of
Small
both
things,
yeah, the visions that we want in life and what we can attain and all that. So I'm really happy to be here, you know.
We are too.
We're happy that you're
And
here.
you're our first guest.
You're the first
yeah.
guest.
Yeah, I feel blessed. When you guys go big, remember I was the first guest.
Yes. And, as always, always thank you for watching for us and sharing. Interesting people hit up and tell us their opinion, tell us what they know. They are in the same opinion of us or not, but we are happy that you engage. Keep doing that. We like that, right?
Yeah, we do.
And since today we have the guest, well, we'd like to know him more. Like Jonathan talked with me about you and about how you view things and how you perceive the mind, let's say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
And I would like you to tell me a little bit about your vision on that.
Okay. So right before my vision and stuff, I'm just gonna tell a quick story about myself first.
Go.
Go ahead.
So, and I think a lot of young people could relate to this, and maybe you guys could relate to this. So, growing up as a kid, we grew up in a society where they tell you, in order to be successful, you need to have millions of dollars. And to look successful, you need to have materialistic things, right? Society is telling you, or your parents are telling you, you need to get a degree. Don't follow your passions. Go get a job, go get a degree, save money, do your 9 to 5 a.m. job. And so we're programmed like that, right?
Yeah.
And so growing up, I had this in my subconscious mind, and sometimes I wasn't fully aware. So I had so many passions in life. I was so ambitious about everything, about the stuff I wanted to do, right? About music, sports, my physique, my body, my health, and all these other type of things. But I just couldn't understand why I couldn't do these things, So growing up in my teenage years until my early 20s, I was a sloppy boy. I was a sloppy boy.
Okay.
I was doing things partially done. I would do something and then I would give up. I would do something and I would give up. And that's like a pattern. And I wasn't aware of it.
Okay.
I wasn't aware of it. So my whole life, I was like, man, I don't know what to do. I'm lost. I feel I have no value in myself. I look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, what am I doing in my life? Like I'm a failure to people's eyes.
Yeah.
And
So
it's
you were
crazy.
bullying yourself.
I was bullying myself inside. But although a lot of people had good things to say about me,
Yeah.
the way I view myself killed me mentally, and this is something that's really important to talk about, because everything plays in our minds, in our thoughts, and what you think about yourself.
That's fast.
So, short. I'll try to make the story quick.
No worries.
So,
Take it easy.
so
take your time.
basically, until this past month, I was like, I made a choice. I said, enough is enough. It's time to take your life into your own hands and do things what you want to do. And I want to inspire people doing the same thing, because our minds are so limited by what we think, right? But everyone has the same mind. Everyone has the same brain. Everyone has the same capacity to grab the knowledge that they want and what they want to be in life. It's all a matter about mindset. And so this past month, I've been working on myself on what I wanted in life,
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I want to change my life. I want to change my body. I want to change my mindset. I want to change my relationships. I want to change the way I look at myself. I want to change the way I view others, how I push others, all these stuff, from the smallest things to the biggest things. And so I started reading about self-development. I started reading about, I have to get in shape. I start reading how to get a better posture.
Yeah.
All these things, all these small things that is important in life. You have to take care of yourself, right?
Yeah.
And so as soon as I started taking care of myself, I started seeing the bigger picture. I started reading books like Bob Proctor. I started watching YouTubers and influencers as like successful people, and they all taught the same thing. It's like life principles that everyone has access to.
Yeah.
Now it's whether you choose in your mind. It's whether you choose you want to be successful or not.
Yeah.
And it's up to you. So when you like, you are what you think.
Yes.
So if you think you're successful, although you don't have the millions of dollars, if you think and you believe that you're successful, you will become successful. Guaranteed. If you think as a doubtful and fearful person, all of your actions, guess what? It's going to follow that pattern of being fearful and doubtful, and your whole life, you're not going to be able to achieve your goals.
Yeah.
And this past month has been crazy. I've been working on myself. It doesn't mean I'm better than people at all. I've been applying life principles, successful teachings that people would teach to on YouTube and stuff, you know, and I started applying them into my life. And from my relationships, the way I help people, the way I view myself, it's incredible. It's incredible what your thoughts and your mind could accomplish, you know. I love life more than ever. I love people more than ever, you know. I want to help people reach their goals. I want to help people unlock their full potential, you know. Yeah. And I'm not here to saying you should do this, you should do this. I'm saying that people that you guys have in mind to push yourself further, to be the best version of yourself, you know. And this is want to inspire people. And so when they say, "Ooh, who are you?" When people ask me, "Who are you?" I'm a guy that's gonna influence millions of people, and I believe so. I repeat that every single day. I'm a guy that's gonna influence millions of people. I'm gonna be a millionaire, you know. Other people might say it's funny, that voice in my head is gone. I'm gonna be, because in order to reach millions of people, it's not because I want rich. It's not because I want to be famous. I want to influence people, and in order to influence people and build schools and programs and all this stuff and other businesses, you need money. Of course, at the end of the day, you need money to build businesses, right? Like you guys are going from glory to glory. Maybe it's step by step, small comings. The mics are gonna come, and people views and all the other things will just click, having that successful mind. Yeah. Right? And also, so basically, so when people say, "Oh, what do you do in life? Who are you as a person?" and I start declaring these things, but people, you know, they won't feel I'm arrogant, because I truly believe what I will be and what I am actually. Yes. Although I don't have the possessions, I believe when I put my mind into it,
it's the beginning.
I could achieve whichever I want. So that's basically it, you know. So I could say influencer. I make music. I call myself. I could be a musician too. I make a lot of music. I love music, and if I call myself a musician, I'll achieve what I want, you know. So many things.
What type of music do you make?
I make R&B music and you know, rap music. So all sorts of music, you know. And I even have a vision. I want to be a father. I want to be a husband, for example. And when I think about those stuff, it's like, what kind of wife do I want to have? You know, if I want to be the best husband ever, you know, I have to visualize what kind of husband I will be, and what person do I want in my life to attract. Yeah. Even the same thing for my kids. I was like, I want kids. I want to be a father. I want to teach them the best fundamentals in life so they could be ready to take on the world, you know? Yeah. So I know there's a lot of information there.
But there you go, man.
But I'm so passionate. I'm so passionate about what I do. I wake up every single morning and grinding and really, like, I love life. So.
And what did influence you? Let's say, because you know, let's say for myself. Yeah. To give an example, right? Me, I always had a mindset of competition, but it was never. I was aware of that, right? Mm-hmm. But it was never like every day I'm just like hearing the mindset of, okay, I gotta get this. Let's say it was 2019 November, I remember, and I was kind of, you know, not feeling well that day. Yeah. But pretty much in my personal life, in my work life, I was doing very well. But that day I was just not, you know, feeling well, and from nowhere I just remembered that. Maybe I think even 5 years back, I found this guy on YouTube. Well, this guy is from 1980s maybe, you know, I don't know if you know the guy Jim Rohn. And I told him
we spoke about it earlier before he came, but he told me about it.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was like, and I had noted in my phone, and I didn't even write his name the right way, but I was like, let me check, like, who is this guy? Because I always remember, and I was like, I'm gonna go back and check him. Yeah. So I searched his book, and I started listening. I bought it, you know, I don't know, almost $25 or whatever. And I started listening. I was like, damn. And more I listened, I was like, damn, whoa. And even though in my life I was, in my opinion, doing well, I was realizing, like you mentioned, that damn, there is a lot of things that I don't know, and that I don't do, and that I should do. Yeah. And that I can, but I don't. Yeah. You know? So for me, it was that part that pushed me to what people call self-development.
Yes.
And that would push me to get another book or audiobook to continue actually studies at university, because I was like, and family also, because they were like, you need to continue because you never know, you might get a teacher who will be like a mentor who will give you that extra knowledge. And at that point, I was like, you know, I'm not sure about the university. There's a lot of projects I want to do myself alone.
Yeah.
But I stayed, and guess what? The next January, I had like one of the best teachers that I had. I told you, right?
Yeah, it's
he's the best teacher, because first day he came, he said to everybody, this is not a class. This is a gift for you.
There you go. I love this type of teachers.
You know, because the class was like the entrepreneurial organization, something like, it was more about how people work and psychology. It was like, if you want to do the exam and just pass, stay at home, you got the PowerPoint, study, you will be good. But if you want to learn something, you come here. Me, I'm giving you 3 hours of my time, and this is like a man who's 55 and he's done all his life in financial business, and he's also a life coach. Okay,
amazing.
You know, he can charge $500 an hour with other customers, lawyers, whatever. So he came and he was talking, and I was like, whoa, because he was telling you the real shit, like you mentioned, you know, and you need those type of people that will, in real life, like, because sometimes, as you see in YouTube, books and all that, it's there, but it doesn't hit you as hard as if it's in your real life. Like you go to school or to work or to your friend and you talk, and they are like telling you the real shit that you don't necessarily want to hear, that you don't agree with it, but you need it.
Yes.
You know, he was telling stuff about, you know, families, and a lot of people there, they were identifying themselves, and they were feeling bad, but it's the reality. Like you mentioned, families, they want you to get the degree, and be safe, and
just follow the wave. Just follow the wave.
Put it in the box.
Put your passions aside. Do what your parents will tell you, and your life will be good. You know, that type of mentality. And
that's the mentality that the families, well, the older generation, they came with, because they want to, you know, be safe. And specifically, let's say, we are all here immigrants, right? And when you come from a difficult country, it's hard, and you don't want to risk, you know, you, like the parents, they already did the risk, they are here, and they don't want you to do, in their opinion, the stupid stuff and risk and put all their effort to the water, you know?
Waste, but because they don't see purpose in it. They don't have the same perspective as you guys, you know.
Exactly. And you see, I just told you, like, there's generation, but if we go back in every generation, there are people who think differently.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not a question of generation, because in the 80s, 90s, 70s, 2000s, there were people who was like, I'm gonna go get the safe job. I'm gonna teach my kids, go get the safe job. Even though you don't like it, you gotta do it. Because
you will like it. Even if you don't like it, you wanna eat, you like it.
Exactly. You wanna eat, you like it. But there were some people who did it. And because they didn't give a damn about excuses. Didn't give a damn about there is not enough of opportunity. The technology is going here, like right now. People are saying, oh, this market is saturated. This place is not possible to get. It's hard.
Yeah, they're telling themselves right away it's not possible, and they won't even take the requirement action, right? Okay.
Exactly. And we were talking about this, I think, like 2 episodes before, and I was telling him, I was talking with a girl, and she was telling me about a project that she wanted to put in place. But right away, the second thing that she told me, it was like, but I don't think that people will buy it. I think it's hard. I think, you know, like automatically. It's like you want to put your feet up front, but you go back 2 steps directly, because in your mind, you self-limit, like you mentioned.
There you go. I love that word.
Yeah, because self-limit, it's the biggest thing that stops us from evolving. I don't know if you agree with me or you.
Yeah, 100%.
Because, and at the end also, we talk about this a lot, it's the choices. Because if you are, let's say, in a work environment and you have the choice to put more effort to achieve something better and even be different than your colleagues.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, some of the people who work, they just work.
It's like they're programmed.
Exactly.
They're programmed.
They program to go to work, did the job. Oh, it's Friday. Oh, it's the weekend. Finally. And I hear this, like, honestly.
They don't love what they're doing. It's like they don't love their jobs or something, you know?
That's exactly when you can wait for the weekend to come.
Mm-hmm.
It means that you don't like what you do, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean,
Exactly. Yes.
If you like, well, you will be like, oh, okay, it's the weekend.
Or you like it, but you're very tired.
Yeah.
That's it.
But no, but
Then
one,
you're waiting for the one day
but
you
one
can
thing,
rest.
when you really like something in life, really, you will never get tired. Legit, I wake up every single morning, but it's true. And if you get tired of what you do and what you like, start questioning yourself a bit, like, oh, do I really love it, or what's happening? Do I have self-doubt? Oh, am I filling my mind with bad stuff? You know, because at the end of the day, I know people who's passionate about something, and they would go the extra mile. They would athletes, they would gym, they would work on their craft non-stop. And to be honest, when I look at them, it's like they're psychopaths. You know, they're psychopaths. These people, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, you know, those billionaires. I was like, these people put hours in the amount of work into their craft, and I feel like they never even complain about, wow, I was so tired. I was like, no, they love what they did.
Because also
They love what they do.
that word tired is, in my opinion, is not a good word to use. Because I see that there are a lot of words that you shouldn't use. And you know what I mean? Like, even I remember I created a list of words that I shared even on Instagram that you should never tell, in my opinion, verbally and in your head.
Yeah, exactly. So you are what you declare, you are what you think.
Yes, because words have power.
There you go. I really love that. I love that.
You know what I mean? Like, because, and I hear this, and when I mention to somebody, and they're like, oh, people that they say, oh, I can do that. They say it quickly like this, and they continue to speak, but you just said that you can do that, and that has a lot of power. Or you said, you know, we always hear like in French people be like, oh, je suis trop con. C'est trop con. Like, it's so stupid. I'm sorry. I'm so dumb. What? You just self-insulted yourself
Exactly.
in front of others, and you was insecure about it, and you just went on to speak quickly just to finish stuff. But in the end result is just you just self-insulted yourself.
Yeah. But you know, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
You're right.
I know a lot of people, they're not even aware of it, actually.
Exactly.
And it programs in your mind. It becomes something in your subconscious.
Yeah.
And the more you say those things and you're not fully aware of it, the more you start acting upon it. Your actions will follow it. Your behavior will follow it. The stuff that you want to read and the stuff that you want to take in will be upon it.
Yeah.
So like it's like you're saying, it's like a pattern. It's like a pattern. Like if you don't realize, if you're not conscious about your state and who you are, oh man, life for you will be confusing.
Yeah.
Very confusing, because now you'll declare those things, and now what people will think of you. People will start declaring things over your life, and you're gonna believe that.
Yeah, because you let them pass through that line, as you were saying.
Exactly.
You say, "Oh, I'm dumb," then
And
people see you as dumb.
Exactly.
They always send you that.
Yeah.
If you don't respect yourself,
Exactly.
how do you want others to respect you?
There you go. There you go.
This is true.
Like,
I had a question for you.
Sure.
Yeah, I had a question going on because you saying that you're starting this project. You want to coach people to become the best version of themselves. How are you planning to start this? Like, what's the content that you're gonna be supplying people?
So the content that I want to supply for people is just first knowing who you are first as a being. You know, don't you know your mind's what they're capable of doing? And there's so many examples in life. But me, I can also give my example in life and what I broke some limitations in my mind, in my thoughts. I broke some barriers where I said things I couldn't do. Now I believe that I could do them.
Okay.
You know, like for example, exactly building a business and being successful at selling online courses and all these other stuff, you know, entrepreneurial stuff and all that. So
what type of information these courses that we'll have? Like, for example, you're saying that you're reading a book. If you can show us a little bit, what have you learned from there that you feel like it's pertinent to put in the book that you're creating?
So I also want to create a book, like you're saying. So I read a lot of Brock Proctor books, and it's 12 power principles for success, and and this is not much more. The stuff that I'm going to be teaching and stuff that I've been learning through life, it's no different from anything other else.
Okay.
Because guess what? These principles are like life-given principles in life, character. It builds character, and that's what I want to teach people. Like, guys, you guys you don't have to put your wealth, like, you don't have to put your, how you call it, the importance, your heart to materialistic things, right? A lot of people think that success is, I need to be a millionaire. I want people to redefine what is success in their minds, because success is not about making millions. Success for me is doing what you love, being passionate about it, and going towards your goal, taking the action, and that is a successful person. It doesn't mean if you don't have millions of dollars that you're not a successful person. If you're doing what you love, and guess what? When you believe that, eventually success goes hand in hand with materialistic stuff, because what you are is what you will attract. So if you think you're a successful person, guess what? Successful actions will come, and successful stuff will come into you. So this is what I want to be able to tell people. I'm not really going to teach, but really explain like what I've learned throughout life, and the concepts that I want to teach people is like, guys, don't you know that? Are you aware of yourself? Are you aware that you give up easily? Are you aware? Because I was guilty of it too. I'm not perfect, but I learned so much through these books about confidence. Those little stuff that people. Schools don't talk about it, What is confidence? What is self-love?
Yeah.
What is how to be unselfish? All these stuff. How do you get a vision in life?
Yeah.
What do you want out of life? And a lot of people ask me, what do you want out of life? And I tell them, what do you want out of life? And I don't know. I don't know what to do in life. I don't know. I was like, everyone knows what to do in life. They all have something, and you just have to be honest with yourself. There you go. Even though it's not the big picture that you want it to be, you have little visions that you have. And trust me, when you work on those little visions, same thing as for me, of your finances, on what you want your body to look like, your health, your mental state, the bigger picture will come to you. And that's why I tell people, work on your small visions, work on your small grinds, and trust me, the bigger picture will come, because now you're having a successful mindset. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you do, like for example, that's why I'm so passionate. I'm doing this out of passion. Everything that I do, even when I'm in my workouts, I'm very passionate on what I do. I want to do this, apply this in every single department of my life. And I want people to experience this happiness, this fulfillment, this joy. I don't know about millions of dollars, but I can tell I'm one of the most joyful person on earth.
That's it.
I'm doing what I love. I'll attain what I want in life, No matter what life throws at me, like, it's not going to stop me, guys. It's not going to stop me. You can take my money, my car away. I'm still going to be working on my grind. I'm still going to be telling people, guys, it's all in your thoughts, it's all in your mind. So that's the type of content I want to tell people, that you can achieve anything you want in life, And if you don't chase after materialistic things, but chase after self-development, having that fulfillment, follow your dreams and passions, and slowly, guys, your mindset will shift. And that's what I tell people.
Great.
Like, this is all about life. Is not about materialist things. It's really the inner part of yourself you have to be satisfied with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you also have a book there, huh?
Yeah.
You take notes there.
I take notes every single day.
So how it works?
So this one here is like kind of my personal journal.
Okay.
So I do this every single day. I bring this wherever I go, to work, at home. I sleep with it.
Okay.
I wake up to it, and this is like a secret book, and eventually maybe I'm going to write a book about what I've learned through experiences and stuff. But not only that, I write about what I've learned in these books and my past personal experience. And I learn also from you guys. I want to learn from what people would have to say, because I'm so curious about everything. I'm so curious about, and I want to learn how, for example, how a podcast works, a YouTube channel, because I want to also grow a YouTube channel. I want to start one,
Yeah.
And I can always learn from you guys, So learning is never ending.
Exactly.
Never ending. And I love that type of thing, because money cannot buy learning. Money can buy the stuff that you have. If you desire to learn, who can take that desire away? Who can buy that? Oh, can I buy your desire to learn for like $5,000? No one can snatch it away from you, right? So who cares about what you have right now? But if you cherish the stuff that you have inside, the character and the person you want to become, it doesn't matter whether you have it or not. The things that you have or not, you're gonna keep self-improving. And guess what? Nothing is gonna stop you. No circumstances are gonna stop you.
Yeah. And you were telling you already have a few people who start like contacting you.
Yeah.
Doing video conference with them.
Yeah. So crazy thing, and a lot of people might think I'm crazy, but I love it. I love people who think I'm crazy because you know what? Crazy people get crazy results.
Yes, yes.
They get crazy results. So I said, be crazy, guys. Be crazy. Be crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, not don't jump around in the streets and stuff, but you know what I mean.
Let them know
So,
what's up.
let them know what's up. So what I did once, I told myself, you know, I'm gonna go to the metros.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go speak to people about it. I'm gonna encourage people. All right. I went to the metros. I spoke to mostly young people. Because I don't know, I see them and I was like, yo, I see them in me. There's one kid here in the face, hoodie, walking, and I could see his body language, and I could feel the energy.
Yeah.
Just like, no posture. It's a very tall kid walking. I was like, hey, you, what's up? I don't want to take too much of your time. You know, I really see yourself in me. Like, I really want to take this time to talk to you, and I really with passion and with genuine love. Like, yo, this man here has potential. And I started talking to this guy about what I do and you know who I was before and who I am right now. And trust me, as I start speaking to him, he starts moving his hood. His posture starts getting straight. He's laid back his hair, and he started listening. And you can see that energy that you give to people, they'll catch it too.
Yeah.
So I spoke to so many young people, and I was like, yo, I want to become a music producer. I was like, yo, well, all right, so that's good. Like, I make music too, you know? And do you want to achieve something like that in life? And you start doubting himself. No, I have to go to school and this and that. And but it's not really his passion, I can tell. I said, why don't you do what you want to do in life, right? Like, I'm gonna tell you about like your I started explaining about the mind, the subconscious and stuff, and I started telling him, you know, you have a potential beyond what you think of yourself. And he's like, wow, I truly believe in that. Like, I need people like you to surround me. I need to talk to you. I need to, you know, all these stuff.
Yes.
And I spoke to so many people, and guess what? I never got tired of it. People say, oh, you're draining yourself, you know, you're spending hours and hours giving yourself to people. I was like, this is my passion, guys. This is my passion. This is what I do. This is what I live for. This is what I breathe. Until the day I die, I'm gonna do this, you know. I'm not gonna retire. You know, like Brock Proctor, if you check his videos, he's 87. The energy, you know, the energy that he brings in videos, I was like, this is not 87-year-old. This guy's a 40-year-old. The way he speaks, the way he's passionate about what he does, you know, it's incredible. Look, he physically looks so good. You know, your physics tells about also your mindset. You know, like for example, your poor posture, it says something about you. If you have hair all over your face and you're not taking care of yourself, it says something about your thoughts, about what you visualize, how you view yourself, right? How you take care of yourself.
Healthy mind, healthy body.
There you go. It goes hand in hand, because everything in the spiritual, everything in the real, it comes to physics. It comes in the physical world. Anything that you think, I said, anything that you think, either you throw it away or you can bring it into the real world. And that's what I'm doing. I want to tell people that your passions, your dreams, the stuff that you want to do, you could bring them into the real world. But it takes, of course, time and patience and build that character. Do not chase after just intelligence. Chase after having a good character, having integrity, responsibility, confidence, self-love, you know, all these stuff, you know, and being also aware, am I arrogant? Do I hate people? Am I rude? You know, it's always, self-awareness.
Yes.
I want people to be self-aware of themselves. And that's basically it. That's what I do. And that's what I do with this notebook, being self-aware and also taking...
But what this kid really needs is to talk with himself.
There
as
you go.
Were saying.
Mm-hmm. But there you go. So a lot of people are not aware of it. Not until you tell them sometimes. Some people, by experience and life events, they'll be aware of it. But some people, I can tell they're being blessed, you know, when they have this type of information. When young kids get this self-awareness at a young age and they're being taught, you know, those type of things.
Yeah.
Imagine the marvelous stuff they could accomplish in life.
It's powerful.
You know, it's very powerful. And that's why I want to always give back to people. Imagine at a young age, imagine a school that teaches you these fundamental things.
Yeah.
You know, principles about success, principles of having the right character. Not being influenced by what's going on out there. Oh, fancy cars, fancy houses. Yes, those things are good. They'll come eventually. They'll come eventually if you believe it. But first thing is work on yourself, work on that character, and work on your integrity, work on your visions. Do not chase money. Do not chase materialistic things. Do not chase after a girl that's just hot, you know? Those things, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I want to give people, like the valuable of the importance of being self-aware and the importance of cherishing your inner being, cherishing yourself and cherishing the character and cherishing what you want and the vision, all these things, because money cannot be bought. I mean, money cannot buy those things. Money cannot take those things away. People cannot snatch those things away unless you allow them to. You know, things can only be snatched away unless you consent. And that's so I want people to be mentally strong and mentally stable in what they do and accomplishing their goals. That's really that.
Do you think it's can be achieved, let's say, step by step, or is it something that you do directly?
So you could do it in one day. I'm telling you, you could do it in one day. But now it's your mindset. Your body's gonna tell you, "Ooh, I'm so used to doing this." Okay, I'll tell you a story about myself. Okay.
Go ahead.
So I was so on fire because motivation is very good. There's some days where you won't feel motivated, and there's some days where you feel like crap because we're human beings, right? So there was a week where I slept on the floor mat because I wanted to improve my posture. It was uncomfortable the first week.
Yeah.
I started sleeping more. I noticed, ooh, it felt good. I'm comfortable. And then my body, because I have to train myself. Yes, although it takes a day for results, but are you going to get into that mindset of always doing it? So there you go. It takes patience. But okay, guess what? So I slept 1 week on the floor mat.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to sleep there as long as I can to improve myself. I love this. My posture has been like amazing. The way I see myself, like, wow. I used to be so slumpy before. My bed wasn't good, you know? And so I started sleeping on the floor mat. And guess what? There was one day, I started looking at my bed. I was like, this is comfy. You know, I really had a vision in mind. And I started seeing my old self. This is comfy. This bed here is looking good, it has a nice pillow there, it has a good blanket. I was like, yo, I'm excited. I was like, yo, let me prepare myself.
Yeah.
And guess what I did? You guys can ask me, guess what I did?
What do you do?
I fell down. I fell down. I slept on my bed.
Okay.
I slept on my bed knowing that it wasn't good for my posture because it has a big slump.
Okay.
Although it was comfortable for a while, I slept on my bed, you know? So, yes, it takes a day for results. You can do that, but your mind is not trained yet. You need persistence, you need confidence, you need training, you need to get back up, you need to have the ability to persevere. You know, those things, yes, you could do in one shot, but it's now your character, now with time, they're your character. Results could be in one shot, but character, integrity, confidence, it takes time, it takes repetition, it takes discipline. That's when I started building, wow, I'm just not disciplined. I started looking at myself, I woke up that morning, I felt like crap. I felt like, that's the old me. I felt like crap, I want to eat junk food again. Oh man, I failed, well, I'm a failure. And a second later, I started laughing. I'm like, wow, there's so many stuff that I read, and so many stuff that I should be applying, and I started thinking about this stuff. I was like, wow, it's so easy. The guilt was gone. I was like, wow, I'm gonna build that confidence. I'm gonna build that persistence. I was like, yo, imagine what I could do now. Because I felt so good. Even if I fell down, I told myself, it's okay, I'm human. I forgive myself. I advanced from it. And now what? I have the ability to get back up. Because there's always a choice. You get back up or not. And when you train that thought of getting back up, no matter what circumstances has been thrown at you, no matter how far you fell down, the ability to get back up and being confident that you could get back up no matter what is going to build something in you. So whether you start something or not, or whatever you start, and you have that character that's really built in you, trust me, you will never give up, and you would keep on pushing yourself to your limits. You would push yourself to a certain degree where you didn't realize you could do things, you know? So right there, that same morning, I was like, wow, I'm going to get back up, I'm going to be, and guess what? I worked 2 times as hard as I worked before.
Nice.
And I start being more aware. So you do not learn in just reading books. Yes, you're going to learn reading books, but now it's life experience, which it takes time. Like you said, you're going to get results, but does it take time to have change? Yes, because you have to go through failures.
Yes.
You have to go through failures, and all the successful people teach the same thing. You have to go through failures, but you have to be aware now, and you have a choice when you fail. Either you want to stay down, either you want to get back up. And so that's the main thing that we should be aware of. You know,
you learn from those.
Exactly, life experience.
You shouldn't repeat the same failure.
Yeah, you should.
Times.
Yeah, exactly. And people now, they're not aware of their failures. And what I used to do, I used to eat a lot because it made me feel good, and it showed a representation of my body. I wasn't fit like this before. Maybe in high school, yeah, I had a good metabolism, you know.
Yeah.
And people could tell if I've been slacking or not. Before I started reading and before I started self-developing and all that, I used to spend thousands of dollars on food. Yeah, trust me, my financial state was bad. I used to spend $1,000 on food. Like I would skip the dishes and Uber Eats every day. My room would be filled, and it would be filled with food. Food everywhere. And it's a result of my mindset. I was like, yo, I want something to make me feel good, because like, like sugar, burgers, it has a placebo. It makes you feel good in your brain, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know that. It's like, it gives it like a chemical reaction to your brain. You feel good. Oh, I forget about my problems. All right, I'm just gonna watch Netflix, and I'll spend hours. I would spend hours watching Netflix. Some Naruto, Baki. Those like anime. All.
But do you think that it's because also of your entourage, like your people who surround you, because they have influence on you, right?
They have influence, and so
bad or good.
Bad or good. So I didn't have bad people around me.
Okay.
I'm not saying they're bad people, but they were living mediocre lives.
Okay.
And for me, that's the life I wanted to live in. I want to be comfortable and just do my 9 to 5 a.m. job and just live life. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And not giving 100%. So that's the state that I was living in. Watching Netflix, eating my food, being comfortable whatsoever.
Okay.
Next thing you start getting into this mindset of like, man, I'm just like, you just realize, you start being aware, like, what the heck is going on with me? Like, my skin, my body, my face, the way I think, I'm so depressive, and all this type of things. And next thing you know, it starts eating you. And so, I'm not saying that your environment, you create your own environment. So I created that for myself. I didn't have bad people around me.
Uh-huh.
I created that for myself. And guess what? The same energy that I had for myself, I was giving to other people. I see this cycle, you could never get out. It's like a cage. But now, when you said that, as your friends have to do it, yes, of course, you are what you think. You are what your mind feeds you. If you have friends who keep on smoking and want drugs and wants to steal and wants to vandalize, of course, eventually you're gonna become like them, right? You're gonna become like them. But there's one thing in mind is that, like you said, there's always a choice. I always tell these people, don't let your environment and your situation make the choices that you want to make in life. You take over the choices you want to make in life and set the environment that you want. Because a lot of people are always, oh, I can't be fit because the gym are closed. I was like, who said you can't be fit because the gym are closed?
That's a good one. That's
the main example. We're in this pandemic right now, and I encourage you guys, I work out at home. I invest into weights, and I invest into, who said you can't work out if there's no gyms? Who said you can't be fit? It's because in your mind, you think it's the only way to get fit. And what else? Excuses.
Yeah.
We easily give up. We're not persistent. You want the easy route, all this stuff, but people are not aware of it. And once you start realizing, oh wow, I'm aware of it, and I can do what I want to achieve in life, you're gonna start buying the waste.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's true.
You're gonna start buying the waste. You're gonna start buying the stuff. I have a vision of my body. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. And then when you say I have a vision and you declare that every single day, those ideas of I have a vision will come. Oh, I have to buy this. I have to buy that.
Yeah.
I have to take care of my body. I have to sleep well. I have to take care of my skin. All these stuff.
Yeah, they're small investments.
Small
Because
investments.
sometimes, you'll be like, oh shit, I had a ton of stuff to buy or a ton of stuff that I gotta get rid, or I gotta start reading more, or this and that. Lots of pressure because you see these things that you want, goals in life that are hard to achieve, and you see the big picture and you be like, God damn, that's a lot of work. But if you take the small part of the cake,
there you go.
Once at a time,
there you go.
As you said, constantly, but not
it's gonna build something in you.
Exactly.
It's gonna build a character in you, like you were saying. So that's really important, that in life that you should always be persistent in what you do and all that. So yeah.
And it's been you said it's been like over 2 months that you changed all this way of thinking? It happens fast.
Yeah, it happens fast. It's been a month. And I failed a few times. Like I said, over the bed, I failed a few times. But I learned something that I've never learned before, is getting back up stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I've learned throughout the books and throughout life experience and throughout, videos that I watch on YouTube and all that. So it's been a month, but it's been life-changing, like crazy. Like I said, I'm the most joyful person when I serve a client, because I work at a pharmacy inside. I give them my 100%, and I work on myself. I work on my craft every single day. I wake up early in the morning, and my body thinks I'm crazy. I wake up every single morning, I work out, I read, I meditate too. You have to meditate on what you want in life. You have to meditate, guys. Meditation is very important.
Yeah.
That's why I tell people, when you meditate something, you become that, because you put your focus and energy on it, and next thing your ideas and your thoughts will flow out of it, you know. So that's really it, you know. That you were saying about what was the question? There's so many things. There's so
We
many
went
things.
to different areas.
Yeah. So I'm trying to stay in topic because I have so many in mind that, you know, sometimes I get
You know what happens also is that you tell that people they're not aware, but they're aware. Most of them, and a lot of things they're aware and they are just hiding it.
Yes.
They don't want to see the dark things. They don't want to see because
Put it under the carpet.
Yeah.
feel the guilt, right?
There you go. There you go.
Like to give you an example, me, like I was talking with you yesterday for the workouts. I try to do it a lot, and I have a goal of doing it every day, but at least 4 times, 2 times a day.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's an everyday workout, but on that 7 days, there is 4 days that I do 2 workouts.
Okay.
But if I miss one, I feel bad.
Yeah, which
Feel
is normal.
guilty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's already the thing that you're aware of it and you address it and you be like, okay, this time you miss it, next time you better not miss it because
Yeah, there you go. That's a good
it's
mindset.
a discipline. You gotta respect it. If not, what's the point? Because
Exactly.
it will affect other things.
Mhm.
Other people, they do something, they feel guilty, they just won't ignore, they go on their way. Example, you know, the bad habits. People smoke or drink or eat bad or they don't work out. Like you told, the gym,
Yeah.
they're closed. I hear a lot of people that are like, since the COVID happened, the gym that closed, I took, I don't know, 20 kilos.
Yeah.
Okay, but is it really because the gym closed or?
But like I said, it comes back. They're not self-aware because there's
Exactly, they're not
difference.
self-aware that they didn't change something.
Yeah, exactly. There's different level of self-awareness. You could be self-aware. Oh, I missed the gym today. I feel guilty. I should do better next time. And although people they say that, but they're not aware, but they don't do it. Why don't they do it? There you go. Do you even ask the questions why you don't do it? And that's a different level of self-awareness. And if you start being honest with yourself, you'll be like, oh, I'm actually lazy. I think it was the easy route out. And when you be even more honest with yourself, what should I do to take action? What should I do to eliminate those stuff?
Yeah.
And you start building discipline, and you start being more self-aware. I was like, wow, I didn't know that I give up like this. I didn't know until this month. I give up so easily. And I wasn't aware of that until this month. I give up so easily when things get hard. And you know, a lot of people aren't aware. And
that's when the combat starts.
yeah, so a lot of
Right when it gets started.
yeah, and a lot of people they're aware they fail. There's one thing they're aware that they fail. Are they aware that they fail easily? Are they aware that they don't have the ability to get back up? You know, that mindset. But to be honest, everyone could do it. Everyone can get back up if you really put in your mind to it.
Yeah.
So it's just that the way you speak to yourself, that language, that vocabulary that you have in your mind, is what you become. You know, and it's really that people are aware of certain stuff to a certain degree.
Yeah.
But when you go in depths, when you go deep down inside, go to the root, and that's when you start fixing things. Because like you can fix the tooth. I have a cavity in my tooth, for example, right? You can fix the tooth, put a filling, and why is it never getting better? Because the root of the tooth is bad. That's why I tell people go to the root, to the root. Go to the root when you want to solve something. Question yourself like crazy first. Ask what you want in life. Go back. What's your intentions behind it? Why you're chasing this? Or is it because your parents are telling you to chase it? Or is it your passion? Or is it just for the money?
Yeah.
Be honest with yourself. Go back deep down inside into your heart, you know, and be honest. Because a lot of people don't want to be honest with it because, to be honest, they're afraid of what they're going to hear and what they're going to see. They're afraid of their own self. So they always try to block the nice surface. They try to like make it good, but they don't want to go deep down inside of self-awareness. So just like you said, a lot of people are self-aware. Now it's the different degrees. How self-aware are you? And how are you willing to change that?
And one of the things is if you see the final result, if you see the goal, then it's easier to do it, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have a final goal,
Yeah.
or let's say I don't know, you work out, right? You want to be fit, but if you don't have the final goal of being okay, I want to achieve this by this time, then it will be easy for you to give up, right?
Yeah,
Because,
exactly.
Hey, I don't have a goal really. I just want to work out today. I did it.
Yeah, there you go. A lot of people have that in mind. They just want to work out, but they don't really have a vision, you know?
And yeah, exactly. And it's funny because again yesterday we had like quick discussion after a workout, and I was telling him there was a guy in our school. We won't name the names, but
for security purposes.
Yeah, but the guy, he's a chill guy. He was working out, like it's been 3 years. He was going to gym, and we was just was young and was having fun, and we're like, but there is no big results.
Yeah,
we don't see any results in his physique. It's been 3 years. You should have some result. And now me, I came back, and in my head, I go to the gym since 2017.
Yeah.
And for 3 years I was going there. I was always working out. Last year I was more bulky. I was more like we call beef, you know what I'm saying? And I had muscles, okay. But in my head I was doing fine because I was doing my workouts 3-4 times a week. I was doing abs, like one exercise, and that's it. But I realized this year that I was just doing workout without any specific goal. And basically I was the guy that was making fun of, that was just working out without any major physique change. Because let's be honest, if you have pretty much a goal of fitness in 3 years, even in 1 year you can achieve it.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
So I was like, damn, I was doing it, but I mean, I still had like a belly. I had like big muscles, but I mean, the percentage of fat, it was kept pretty high.
Yeah, it's like those barely any changes, right?
Yeah, you just feel that you did something, but was it productive? That's
exactly. And a lot of people, they want to do something to get this fulfillment. They want to get, a lot of people, they do stuff, for example, people want to buy cars, sometimes because they don't need it and they don't have the financial means for it, they want to buy it because it fulfills themselves, like they want to,
status.
But exact status, they're fulfilled by status, not about that's their vision. I want to appear good in front of people, and that's a whole other topic there of having a toxic mindset and changing all that. But like you were saying, like, if you have no goal in life, you'll be walking in life aimlessly. It's like you're shooting a gun, like, blindfolded, it's like you're trying to hit the enemy and like you're just like shooting anywhere like this and you won't even get him, you won't get him. Not until you have a vision, a clear picture of what you want to do in life.
You have a target.
Exactly, and you'll work upon it, right? Because you cannot act beyond your belief. If you believe that this is your vision, you'll act upon it. If you believe you're just doing stuff to do it, you're just gonna do it, right?
Yeah.
So like I say to people, you cannot act beyond of what you believe. I tell people that, like, if you don't believe that in yourself, you're never gonna act upon it. If you don't believe that you're gonna be a millionaire one day, you're never gonna act upon it. Of course, it requires action, but first it all starts in the thoughts. Like this book here was saying, like, thoughts are things. These chairs are made in our minds, and someone built them. Everything. This camera that we're looking at, people build them. It started in the brain. Oh, what can I do to record people and televise this on TV? Like back then in the 60s, 50s. And the guy is like, all right, we're gonna build a TV. We're gonna build a system where we could share information. And it all started in his thoughts. And he started, okay, maybe this guy's good at programming. This guy's good at. I've been telling him my vision. He's gonna build it for me. So he had an idea. Probably he's not the most knowledgeable person about electronics, but he had a vision.
It's like Elon Musk.
There you go. He doesn't know anything about. I don't know if he knows anything about cars, but like he had a vision.
Building spaceship.
Yeah, building spaceship. But he believed in what he had in head.
Yeah.
And guess what? That everything that he had, his imagination, it came to pass. It came into reality. And so it's really it. Like the power of our thoughts it's amazing. It's just incredible. I don't know if people are aware of like how far your mind, because we all have the same minds, we all have the same access to the same information. That was just a choice. At the end of the day, I tell people there are people who are smarter than you intellectually. They know more books, they know more information about other things. Like I said to Jonathan earlier, we had a discussion, a good conversation before. And they don't do anything in life. They don't have the proper foundation they don't have the proper character, the foundation of what is a successful mind, what is success, what is persistence, what is perseverance, what is confidence, all these, do I even love myself, all these little stuff. A lot of intelligent people know about many things, but I know them, they're just stuck. A lot of people finish degrees. A lot of people who have degrees at university, they're not even doing anything with their life.
No.
It's probably not even their passion that they went to school, they missed the mark. And I know a lot of people don't even know how to pick up a pen, pick up a book or speak. But they have principles, they have power principles that they apply in their life. And these people are millionaires. I know a lot of millionaires, which they're not the most knowledgeable people. If you go on YouTube, I'm a dropout high school student, I'm a this and that, I'm a this and that. Oh, I never went to college. Oh, I never finished high school. Oh, I don't know how to read.
But they put the work.
They put the work. They were smart. They were smart. And I'm not saying book smart.
Yeah,
I'm not saying book smart. They were they were rich in the inside. They were rich in character.
Yeah.
They were rich. They were prosperous in their minds.
Yeah.
And it came to reality. And I know a lot of intelligent people. They're not prosperous in their character, and they're not prosperous in their mind. They're prosperous in their intellect.
Yeah.
But they're still stagnant in life.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is like a pattern that we live. This is society now. A lot of people are chasing after degrees, but that's not even their calling, you know. So I want people to realize, like, if that's your calling to go to school, give your 200%. Go to school and get the best grades ever, you know. But if it's not your passion, start questioning yourself. What do you want to do in life, you know? I tell people, start questioning. It's the best power.
I really like this example you said about you know, people who be like, I didn't even finish my school, this and that, you know, because there are kids who be like, anyway, this guy didn't finish school, so me too, I'm not going to school. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna smoke. And then I'm gonna go party with friends, have a drink or two,
and I'm gonna be good.
And I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna do as good as this guy. No, that's not how it works. But it's funny because a lot of kids fall in that trap.
Exactly.
Be like, successful over the night. It's possible.
Particularly right now.
The main example, because we don't because we believe with stars or something like in the IG or you know, you feel like, but I'm a model. Whatever, but really, like, you're just a person who's sharing pictures now. Like, you're not actually making the career.
Exactly.
Or putting in the work that you need to.
Like,
alright.
Exactly. For myself, I have no degree. I just finished high school. And I'm saying I'm already self-proclaiming myself that I'm going to influence thousands and millions of people. I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to be a businessman. All these other things. And I don't have a degree. But my point of view there, when I tell to people, like, oh, you guys don't need school. So I don't want to encourage people, you don't need school. It's not that. No matter what your situation is, even though you have no schooling, you have no diploma, put your mind into what you believe.
Tell them.
And no, you can achieve.
Teach yourself.
So, teach yourself. But because a lot of people have misconceptions about, oh, I'm going to quit school. I'm just going to quit school and do whatever I want to do, you know, like, do you think they're going to be achieved? I said, no. The reason is that I'm saying is that wherever you are, whether in school or not, that anything is possible to be achieved. Even though you have $0 in your pocket, you got to achieve something slowly, bit by bit. And one of my barbers who cut my hair, he was telling me an inspirational story about a hobo. This man is one of the most successful person that I know. $0 in his pocket. In the meantime, he couldn't take care of himself. But one day that he told me a story of this hobo he had a conversation with. He worked every single day, picking up cans, doing what he has to do. He has no one would hire him. He's really old, you know. But it didn't stop him from being on his grind. He picked up cans every single day, making his money. He's having his own food, no bills to pay. He has his own shelter. He's taking care of himself. And when he spoke to him, he felt like he was one of the most wealthiest person. He felt like there's no stress, no problems. This hobo lived as a wealthy person in his mind.
Nice.
And I'm telling you, it's all a mindset. I could live $0 in my pocket and still, if I'm on my grind, doesn't matter. I'm wealthy in my mind. I'm prosperous. This is what I do. This is what I live for. And I'm slowly bit by bit.
So that's what you want to share with everyone.
Yeah. So that's
with your program and with your project going on now. You want to share prosperity to people. So even though they're not wherever they want to be in life yet,
it's possible.
But to let them know that just chill, bro. Put the work, but chill in your mind. Because otherwise, if you're stressing, you feel discouraged. If you feel self-doubt and stuff like that, then you don't get the step you need to get it.
So it's really about
big respect, man. I like your project.
Exactly.
I like your project. That's why we said, yo, come up and talk about what you have to say.
Yeah. So I'm really happy to like share all this information and stuff, and
we're grateful for you to come today and sharing this information, because these ideas we spoke usually, but it's
always good to retouch the subjects that like this conversation that we had today. I'm pretty sure we will have it again a million times.
Yes,
million times. Yeah.
Whether on camera or just personally, but like you mentioned, each time that you speak about it and you believe in it, Even though, let's say, people you speak with, they don't believe it, but if you believe in it and you are telling them, well, each time you're telling them where it's more cementing in your
Exactly.
head, you believe, and you are making yourself even more empowered. You know?
Exactly. There you go. You become more aware and knowledgeable what you see, what you say.
And some people will tell you, like, you know, why are you bothering to explain to him or to her information? Well, the thing is, you gotta watch it from the perspective of, I'm sharing because I want that person to do better, but at the same time, I'm winning also because I'm telling the information not just to him or her, but to myself also.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's win-win. At the end, if the other person didn't do the action that is need to be done, okay, you did your part and you yourself repeated the same message, which is, like you mentioned, there is principles of life to follow if you want a certain type of achievement.
Yeah, if you want a certain life, yeah.
No? So keep doing it. We really like the conversation. It's really in our, you know, in our mindset also, and we appreciate that you, like even recently, that you had that click in your mind and that you're in the right path. You know.
Yeah.
Not everybody will do that, and some people will be like, "Oh, it's interesting."
Yeah.
YouTube videos and all that. But then when you really want to apply what you learned and what you seem to see on the internet, it's hard.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It seems easy and
Easy
you
to
know,
say, but hard to do. Sometimes people are like that.
sometimes it's easy to say it, but then when you're alone and
Nobody's
you
watching.
nobody's watching.
That's when the real test starts.
That's with the real test. Like you mentioned, I'm gonna sleep here comfortably, or I'm gonna go to the uncomfortable place.
Yeah, which is good for my posture and all that. You know?
Exactly. So yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate the talk we had, and hopefully you guys also maybe learned something. You got inspired.
Go follow him on Instagram.
Instagram, just Kurt San Miguel. That's it.
We'll put it in the description also. Yeah, it's a really good talk, and this type of people, they are needed. Specifically, if you have friends, they are like this guy here, who, you know, cares about you and want to share this message. Listen to them. You know, try to have them in your circle, like you mentioned, because it's
important to feed your mind with the right things.
Yeah, if you have this type of mindset in your surroundings, and if you have 2, 3, 4, then it's called mastermind. So you are sharing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you know what I mean. So yeah, thank you for watching. I think it was really impressive,
Yes.
and knowledgeable.
Like, share,
All right.
and subscribe.
Yeah, comment.
Comment.